afternoon, class.
Good afternoon,
How
Miss.
are you all doing this afternoon?
Fine, thank you.
So, today we will be doing a new topic. Food chain. Anybody ever heard about the food chain before?
No, Miss.
Okay, so I heard one, yes. So let me hear what you know about the food chain.
Producer and consumer.
So, over here is showing you an example of a food chain. So what is this? Anybody know what's this word?
Grass.
It is also known as the
Producer.
Then we have the
Grasshopper.
also known as
Primary consumer.
Then we have a
Frog.
also known as
Secondary
So
consumer.
here is an example of a simple food chain. So over here we have some definitions. So any volunteer to read the first definition?
Yes, Miss.
Go ahead.
Food chain is a chart that shows the feeding relationship among living organisms.
Okay, so I think that gives a clear understanding of what we're talking about here. As you can see in the picture here, it's showing you the grasshopper eats the
Grass.
and then the frog eats the
Grasshopper.
So that is clearly showing you the relationship among them, right? So the second point.
Producers are plants. They make food good.
So we see the producer here, right? They provide food for the primary consumers too, right?
Yes,
And the third and the last point. Let me hear you.
Consumers are organisms that depend on plants or animals for food.
So all of these here are, what are these two things called?
Consumer.
Good. So as you can see, this primary consumer depends on the
Grass.
and the frog depends on the
Grasshopper.
good. So see here now, this one is showing you, this one depends on plants and here it depends on animal for food, right?
Yes,
So you think you have a very clear understanding there about what the chart is showing you? We have two diagrams. One is showing you water habitat and one is showing you land habitat. So we are going to identify the pictures in each one. Okay? So the first one we are going to start with the land habitat. So everybody's going to identify an animal there for me. Let me hear you. You go one at a time. Everybody's going to get the chance. Say, let me hear which one you know. Anybody could go first.
Squirrel.
Rabbit.
Bear.
Deer. Okay, so what do you think are these type animals? Good. So are they primary consumers or secondary? Which one? All are primary or just some? Some are primary and some are secondary, right? So identify one primary consumer between you. Very good. And show me one secondary one. Very good. So here is the water habitat. So identify two kinds of fish there. Let me
Fish.
and what's the other one? Say it again. So, what is the difference between water habitat and land habitat? You're going to stray in from here. So, what do you think is a water habitat? Say it out loud.
Animals that live in water.
Animals that live in water. And what are land habitats? So, I have a little activity here for you. I am going to give you some animals and some producers, and you are going to write your name on this paper, and you are going to create your own food chain using the animals, the producers, and you're going to use it shown your own curriculum, right? So, here are the animals. And here is the producers. you create your food chains. Make sure your name is on the paper.
Yes, ma'am.
Finished?
Yes, miss.
So let me see what you have here. Okay, Alima, one is correct. Afiyad, one is correct. Commissioner, one is correct. Shalanda, one is correct. So, before we end our lesson today, everybody is going to name a producer and a consumer first. Starting with Afia. Let me hear you. Something a producer that you learn about today and a consumer that you learn. Yes. Grass is which one?
The producer.
Okay, and let me hear a consumer. You don't know no consumer? No consumer, what will you do today? Come on, think about it. We're going to come back to you. Let me hear you.
Flower.
That is the which one, the producer or the consumer?
Producer.
And what's the consumer?
The cow.
Okay, very good. You?
Grass.
Yes. There's which one, the producer or the consumer?
Producer.
And let me hear a consumer.
Rabbit. Flower.
There's which one?
Producer.
And let me hear a consumer now. So, since everybody listed as consumer, you're the only one left. Let me hear.
Grass.
That's it?
Producer.
Okay, and we want a consumer.
Cow.
Very good. So that brings us to the end of our lesson. So did you think you did something fun today?
Yes. Yes.
Did you learn something new today?